Ladies and gentlemen, football fans across the nation, can you feel that electric buzz in the air? It's December 8th, 2025, and the NFL is firing on all cylinders as we barrel toward the playoffs. Imagine this, a young gunslinger under the lights at Gillette Stadium, threading needles through a defense that's as fierce as a New England winter storm, staring down the reigning division king. That's the scene setting up for what could be the AFC East's defining clash. But hold on, because today, we're not just talking one team, we're diving deep into the heart of two franchises that have defined grit, glory, and gut-wrenching drama. The surging New England Patriots and their NFC East counterparts, the Philadelphia Eagles, those underdog warriors who've taught us all that miracles happen on the gridiron. What a time to be alive for gridiron junkies! Let's kick things off with the main event that's got the league buzzing, the rematch between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. If you blinked, you might have missed how fast this storyline flipped. Just one season ago, the Bills were the undisputed bosses of the AFC East, hoisting that division crown for the fifth straight year under the steady arm of MVP favorite Josh Allen. Allen, that 6 feet 5 inches freight train out of Wyoming, with his cannon arm and those bulldozing runs, man, he's the reason Buffalo started 4-0 this year, dismantling teams like it was nothing. But then came that primetime heartbreaker against the Pats, a game that felt like a playoff preview gone wrong for the Bills. Now, at 9-4, they're scrambling to claw back control of their own backyard. Enter the Patriots, led by none other than Mike Vrabel, the tattooed tactician who's turned Foxborough into a fortress once more. Vrabel, fresh off his playing days as that hard-hitting linebacker for the Titans, called this rematch straight up a championship game in his opening presser this week. And folks, he's not exaggerating. The Pats are sitting pretty, just one win away from their first AFC East title since 2019, that drought-breaking dream in the post-Brady era. Drake Maye, the North Carolina phenom drafted 3rd overall in 2024, is the spark plug making it all happen. Remember when he stepped out of college? Scouts couldn't stop drooling over his Josh Allen-like style, that whip-like arm, the mobility to evade sacks like a ghost, and a poise that screams future Hall of Famer. In his sophomore season, Mays elevated the Pats' attack to symphony levels. His long ball accuracy is hitting 48% on throws over 20 yards, shattering last year's mark and opening up the field for Ramondre Stevenson to rumble for chunk yards. But let's pump the brakes and zoom out, because no Patriot story is complete without that shadow of dynasty glory. Think back to the Belichick-Brady years, 6 Super Bowls, those epic comebacks like the 28-3 miracle against Atlanta in Super Bowl 51. Gillette Stadium, with its roaring sea of navy and red, hasn't echoed with true contender roars like this since. Mays got that Brady-esque cool. Remember his game-winning dart to Demario Douglas in overtime against the Jets last month? Pure magic. And under Vrabel's defensive masterclass, drawing from his own trench warfare days, the Pats' front seven, led by Matthew Judon and Christian Barmore, is swatting down passes like flies. They've held opponents to under 18 points per game in that 10-game win streak. Stats don't lie. May's QBR sits at 112.4, tops in the league, while Allen's at a scorching 108.2. Head-to-head. In 3 meetings dating back, including that meaningless finale last year where both QBs aired it out early before the backups took over, May's Pats hold a 2-1 edge. This one's for keeps. Now, speaking of keeps, let's swing over to the city of brotherly love, because if the Patriots are the quiet storm brewing in the AFC East, the Eagles are the thunderclap echoing through the NFC East. Philly's been on a tear themselves, 10-3 and leading a division that's a snake pit of rivalries. Think Cowboys swagger, Giants grit, Commanders chaos. Jalen Hurts, that Alabama-Oklahoma transfer turned dual-threat dynamo, is channeling the ghost of Donovan McNabb with every scramble and strike. Pair him with A.J. Brown, the Mississippi State missile who's torched secondaries for 1,200 yards already, and Darius Slay locking down the secondary like a vault. It's a recipe for dominance at Lincoln Financial Field. Those rowdy Philly crowds? They're the 8th man on the field, turning games into gladiatorial spectacles. Remember Super Bowl 52? The Philly special, that wild trick play where Nick Foles caught his own pitch for a touchdown against, you guessed it, the Patriots? That underdog triumph, 41-33, over the dynasty, with Foles' heroics and Brandon Graham's strip sack sealing it, pure poetry. It's moments like that which fuel the Eagles' fire, a fan base that's as passionate as it is unpredictable, from booing Santa Claus in the 60s to chanting, "Fly, Eagles, fly into the night." Tactically speaking, there's so much to unpack here. For the Pats-Bills showdown, Vrabel's game plan screams respect wrapped in aggression. "Both those guys are very good at what they do," he told the media, his voice gravelly with that trademark intensity. "Josh probably has a few extra pounds on him and can throw that shoulder into the run game more than I'd like Drake to try. But they're both killers out there. Tons of respect for Josh and what he's built in Buffalo." Imagine the chess match. Allen's Bills will lean on their no-huddle tempo to tire out New England's D-line, but Maye's quick releases and underneath screens to Hunter Henry could flip the script. Injuries. Pats are banged up at corner with Jonathan Jones questionable, but Vrabel's rotating that secondary like a well-oiled machine. Over in Philly, the Eagles dodged a bullet with Devonta Smith nursing a minor hamstring tweak. Hurts has been lights out without him, throwing for 320 yards in each of the last two. Stats paint a vivid picture when we stack these birds of prey against their histories. The Patriots' 10-win streak, longest since their 2007 perfect-ish run, and Maye's passer rating echoes Brady's prime at 105+. Eagles-wise, Hurts' 4.2 rushing yards per carry leads all QBs, a nod to that mobile QB evolution Allen and Maye are riding too. Divisionally, AFC East is a bloodbath. Bills' 5-year reign mirrors the Eagles' NFC East stranglehold from 2001 to 2004 under Andy Reid. But trivia time. Did you know the Pats and Eagles share a Super Bowl scar from XXXIX in 2005, when Deion Branch's MVP catches buried Philly 24-21? Or that Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, terrorized Foxborough in the 90s before joining the Packers? These teams aren't just rivals across conferences. They're woven into the NFL's tapestry of redemption arcs. To bring this alive, let's imagine I'm ringside with some voices from the trenches. Picture this: post-practice huddle, Drake Maye, sweat still dripping, grins at the cameras. "Josh, man's a beast. Watching him grow from that rookie year, it's inspired me. But Sunday, we're taking it to him. This division's ours. It's not just a game, it's legacy in motion. Grab your foam finger, crack open that beverage, and let's watch these titans clash." For more breakdowns, predictions, and that insider edge, stick with us here on the Sports Pulse Network, where the roar of the crowd never fades. This is your anchor, signing off. Go Birds, go Pats, may the best underdog win.